Hey everyone, let's unbox and take a look at the Tropical Toucan by LEGO Creator. This is set number 31173, contains 225 pieces, retails for $17.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO. So just by first impressions, this is catching my interest. Looks like we got a very nice, bright, colorful toucan with a watermelon and a flower. That's pretty cool. And seeing that this is a 3-in-1 model, we get to build an awesome butterfly or a tropical fish. Not too bad at all. And this is what it looks like on the back with various backdrops, and it's still catching my interest. Well, let's open this up and see what we have inside the box. I'm just dying to see what's in here. And, well, we got some building guides and paper bags. And be careful, check the bottom of your box. You've got a round plate floating at the bottom. So, looks like we have 3 numbered bags. I'm wondering if this is going to be a collaborative build. I'm really hoping it is. And we have building guides. We got the one for the butterfly. I wish they had these labeled. And the tropical fish. These will be done in later videos on my second channel. And we're going to be focusing on this one here. But since it's paper, I can't see inside the bags. I'm hoping this comes with the brick separator. And I don't see one at all. Ouch, LEGO. Looks like we're going to have to ding off some for that, because this is a creator. You think it would be a brick separator with this set. Okay, now since we are unboxed, I think what I'm going to do, and I've been kind of torn around the idea of just doing these all in one video, but I think what I'm going to do is do these in separate videos, and we're just going to focus on the Tropical Toucan. Yeah, so we'll worry about that at a later time. I don't think I'm going to have them all released consecutively. I might. I don't know yet. So I may just get this one filmed tomorrow, I'll do the next one, and today is July 14th, 2025. So we got 3 papered bags. There's no brick separators you saw with the unboxing. So the only thing I'm hoping now is that this thing is going to be a collaborative build. Let's just hope. Well, let's begin. Let's build it with bag 1. And this one doesn't look too bad. Well, it does. Well, we're already dropping parts on the floor here. And of course, LEGO wants to stick it to me hard, and what do you see? Their usual default, black and white parts. I don't know what's with LEGO lately with this default color is getting to be a little annoying here. Just seeing the same old black and white pieces. But I think we're focusing on the body. I don't know yet. It shouldn't take too long to do. Now I'm just kind of thinking though, do I dare do all these in one sitting? I don't know yet. But right now I want to focus on the main build first. And yeah, it's kind of, it looks fun on the box, but I don't know. I don't know. This one here is just kind of black and white so far. I think we're just getting our vegetables done before we get our dessert. So I'm trying to find some inverted slopes here, and yikes, just lacking color right now. Just think I'm missing Scooby-Doo for this, because they're showing all the old cartoons of Scooby-Doo on that vintage cartoon channel. And yeah, I wish I could play it, show it in the corner when we talk about the cartoons, but no, we don't want to step on any toes, so we won't do that. But anyways, though, this should be a very quick build. This is actually the largest out of the 3 models. So what I'm thinking of doing is filming all 3 of these and put them in separate videos. So, you know, should be a big help. And, of course, I could have just asked LEGO to send me more of these so I could do all 3 of them at once. But, yeah, you know, most people only get one anyways. I'm looking for another one of these. It's black and white. That's my... So just starting off with the build, it's just kind of boring. And I'm missing this. So it might have rolled on the floor, or it could still be stuck in the bag. Yeah, so I know some people are just tired of hearing me complain about sets, but this one here is starting off not so well. I don't see it, so it must have really rolled on the floor here. And that's where, no, that's a piece to a different set. Let me find the bags real quick because it could still get stuck in there. And no. I grabbed the one that was on the floor. That was it. Alrighty, I'm already limited on memory card space, but oh, the manual was hiding it. Alright, let me get my hat on real quick. Keep the stuff out of my face. No, I haven't got the haircut yet because that is tomorrow. That's not today. No more Shaggy J anymore. It's going to be gone. Alright. So it looks like bag one is just doing the body. And all these brick animals, sometimes they look interesting. I miss the old classic Lego Creator sets where we were mostly focused on like a house or a car or something. Most people have never seen those type of creator sets anymore. They had creator buildings where they were kind of like a modular, just smaller scaled, and I haven't seen those anymore. So I don't know if they stopped making them and just started going to animal figures. I don't know. Hard to say here. So my intent is to get this thing done, filmed today, and we will we shall see. But I've been wanting to get done with a bunch of sets. This one here is, you know what I forgot to do, put the ring light on. This one today I'd like to get done as swiftly as I can so I can move on to, I don't know, I'm thinking of after this one I may just do the alternative models real quick and just film them in different videos, but I have to build this one, make sure it's approved, all that stuff. So I may end up just doing this one in between other builds. So do I really need to get this one done? They're only focused on the main model, so I don't think it really matters. So we'll just do that instead. Now, is this going to be a collaborative build? I have a gut feeling it's not. So I just have a feeling that we're not going to be... You won't be able to build this with a partner, but we'll find out. We don't know yet. But I miss the old creators like the family house and all that stuff. Those were really fun to put together. And it seems like now we're just more focused on these type of builds. But it looks interesting on the box. Usually if the box has got bright colors, that usually will catch my interest. And that's where I'm focused on the build. Like, okay, this doesn't seem too bad, you know, that kind of thing. And now it looks like we're going to be focusing on the wings, so let's do that. Now, Jay, we know you can survive that. Yeah, I should. It's hot outside. It's in the mid 100s, like 112 or 113, I can't remember. Got my weather station put back together, resoldered the wire. I just got to find a place to put the pole at and then attach it to a pole and hoist it up. So that is what I'm going to be doing here. And I am ready for like the beach, the mountains, anywhere but here. It's just too hot. Okay. And then these are the tail feathers. So So that's what they are. I thought they were wings, and these are tail feathers. I think that's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. And that concludes bag 1 with absolutely no pieces remaining. Well, that's kind of sad. Okay, we're going to move on to bag 2, and this one, it's a little smaller. Hopefully there's more color. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It's got blue in there, but I saw the front of this and it had a lot of color. I hate to think this one's going to be deceiving. Is it keeping my interest? Well, now we're building with mostly black and white, which is kind of like the new default colors. Not. I'm starting to lose a little interest in this already. It just feels like we're doing the same old black and white builds. So it usually depends on the colors used in the build if it will grab your attention. And I know some are interested in birds. If you are, this would be a good set for you. If you like black and white, here you go. Let's get some color in here. Maybe I should just turn the color off and save myself memory on the memory card. So I don't have to store that extra information on there. See, even sometimes when I unbox a set, I don't know. There's a bunch of those eyes. I didn't check the speed build on a set and see how well it did on my channel. I gotta look at that. If those work, I may just do them just for content. But I'd like to focus more on tutorials than anything else. So it looks like we're probably building the head to the toucan. Toucan head. Toucan more color. Toucan add more color or something. Add more color, please, Lego. Doesn't have to be real. Make it lime green and purple. Make it extra spicy for the kids. No, let's just keep it muted and subtle. Alright. Looks like we're going to make 2 eyes, and they go on here. Well, that's one. Just think, well, a lot of people are on vacation. If you're watching this on vacation, cool. You can go, haha, Jay, I don't have to do the black and white stuff. I get to see the real deal. Yeah, so that's the head, and it just fits on like this. You really got to push that down in there. It doesn't look like a whole lot so far. Okay, now it looks like we're adding some stuff here at the bottom, so maybe these are the wings or the legs. We don't know what we're doing yet. It's hard to say. Maybe they are. Maybe they go like that. There. Looks better, doesn't it? But we're not done yet. We got to put some bushings in there. I've never seen a bird that has bushings for legs, but all right. I did not want to go on. Okay, let's leave these out because it kind of wants these like this. So maybe that's why they did that. Trying to find the other one. Yeah, so this one here is, it looked exciting on the box, but so far we're just doing black and white. So I looked at it on the box and I was going through finding sets to do, and I thought, oh, this one looks like it's got a lot of color, so it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, it's bad. Jay, now you can survive that. I know I can, but you know what? We're going to do it anyways. Making sure I'm watching my minutes on the camera. I don't want to run out, you know, prematurely run out of memory and then I have to go scrounge up another card. I'm going to be editing 2 more sets after this, so this would be a while before I get to this one. But I tried it when I get enough space. I try to film as much as I can. When everybody's either asleep or at work or something like that is the only time I get to do this stuff, especially when it's real quiet. So these face this way. So I'm just doing them, if I can grab it. It's probably the only color we're going to see in this step here is this medium azure. And yes, I like a lot of color in my sets. I just don't, you know, animal figures are not really my thing. These were Pokemon creatures, probably a little different. But these are just your garden variety animals. Okay. And yeah, it just shows them doing the splits. Okay. Okay, now it looks like we're doing some wings on the side, and these are mirrored, so we're just going to do what we normally do. This one's the one I'm building on. This one's going to be its reflection. So let's get going here. Now, if you want to stock up on black and white parts, here you go. Here's a set for you. Yeah, like I said, though, sometimes the box is deceiving. You think you're getting a really bright, colorful build until you open up the box. You're like, oh, never mind then. This one's going to be a little different. And then after that, this goes on the bottom. So imagine you're watching me while you're camping or something. That'd be kind of cool. Let me know if you're watching this while you're on vacation, because I do read the comments. So I kind of want to envy somebody while I'm doing this and say, hey, at least I did the boring stuff for you. So this one goes over here. I'm finding a lot of pieces for this one here. We're not even working on that one. This is the one I'm focusing on. I found all the parts for that one. Should have done that friend set, but I was like, let me pick the smallest one, because this is the one. This is part of the haul I was waiting for to come in. I thought, well, they sent it early. I'm going to get an early jump on this one. Yeah, I kind of wish now I didn't do that, but you know, we're going to do it anyways. Okay. And then we have inverted slopes. Ooh. So we're still not even done with the toucan yet. Is this modular? I'm going to say this is a solo build. It's really kind of a shame, but in addition to the box lying to us, it looked like it had a lot of color, but I think it was the way they did the background. So this would have been one of those ones that they sold us and thought, oh, you're going to get a bunch of colorful parts. I have one that's full of a lot of pastels. It's the, we're going to be doing the, I think it's like the unicorn thing or something, I don't know. And after we're done with that, I don't know why I turned the page. This one goes on here. Plug it in. Same thing with this one here. Doesn't look like any bird I've seen before. And then after that, you leave its wings like that, and it tells you to swing its legs down finally. So now it can stand up and look at the camera correctly. And then that's it for bag 2. And man, looks like we're missing something there, huh? We're going to have to take care of that. Okay, finally we're going to be moving on to bag 3, and hopefully we can get some color out of this, because I'm getting kind of bored of black and white. So it had a little bit of blue. Oh, that's where all the color was hiding at. Hiding in bag 3 with a bunch of parts stuck at the bottom. Oh, look at all that. It's all pastel. You got cool yellow, aqua blue, you got coral in there. You've got all sorts of goodies in that one. So that's where all the color was hidden. So Lego just wanted us to have our boring vegetables first before we got to the cool dessert. Okay. And yeah, it looks like we're doing the beak. So I don't think we have to do any mirrors of that. First I got to find the smallest possible parts first. And I have never seen this piece in this color. So that is new to me. Yeah, I just got done with that, oh, what was that? The Arctic truck. That's a really good build for what it is. And I thought, well, when I did done with the Arctic truck, I'm going to work on the Tropical Toucan, because it was the next set that had the, it was the set that had the lowest amount of parts. I thought, okay, I can work on that one a little bit. Now I kind of regretted it because of the colors, but you know, sometimes when I unbox these, I have no clue what colors the set has. I mean, I could cheat and go online and pull it up, but this is an early review, so I don't think I'm going to have access to the building guide. And, you know, that kind of thing. At least we're messing with color, but what am I looking for? More white parts. Jay, you use a lot of white in your sets or your builds. Yeah, I try to add more color to it than just like some, like I did that old classic fifth wheel. And I remember I had to do the building guide for one of them, and yeah, it was just plain white. I thought, oh, this thing has very little color. So now I try to add as much color as I can to these things to make them a lot more appealing than just, you know, your typical white and stuff. Alright, so this installs here. So it doesn't hinge. So it's meant to beat the nails in your workbench, huh? That's what it's for. But we're not done there. We got to put a tile on the top here to secure it, to make it really strong. So you can just pound those bricks in with it. You can take a nosedive. Now it looks like we're doing the lower beak. Let's do that real quick. So you get two of these. That's kind of cool. Get done. I got to finish painting the bracket for my weather station so I can attach it to a post or something. I got a pole, but just in case it doesn't work out. So let's see what we can do here. See, with my channel though, at least I'm real on here. I have fun with these. I don't make these boring. There's his bottom beak. And yeah, oh, and it shows that the wings are folded. Let's fold the wings as he's relaxed now. What is that, Toucan Sam from Fruit Loops? And we're not done with him yet. So now we got to focus on the sides of the beak. And these are going to be mirrored, so let's do that. And I like messing with the bright color parts. You know, and that's what I kind of, when I do my builds, sometimes I look at them thinking, I'm missing red. I need to add more yellow. Or this one's just kind of washed out, no blue or anything. And that's kind of what I shoot for. is to balance out the color load a little bit. Well, that doesn't go there. And yeah, like this is coral. I mean, how often do you see coral? I mean, we're starting to use it a bit more. And then these go right here, where you just got a little bit of a reveal right there. And then this cap piece goes on the end. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Oh, we'll do the other thing on the other side here. I think they go right in the middle like that. Okay, that's done. Alright, now it looks like we're building the perch that this bird is sitting on. Hey, at least I'm indexing these for you. Oh, and I just remembered, because usually I've been forgetting lately when I get involved in a build. Thank you to my main channel supporters. I appreciate it. That always is a big help. So I can avoid doing sets like this. I want to thank all my subscribers and commenters, people who like the video and show interest in this stuff. That's always cool. And I want to thank my Rebrickable customers and Patreon supporters. That's always nice to have. And yeah, you know, that kind of thing. So if you want to see me do more customs and less set builds, that's one way of doing it there. If you like these type of builds, let me know and we'll keep doing them for you. Okay. And so it looks like this thing's sitting on a branch. So it looks like he will just rest on this. We don't know. But it looks like this part would be separate. Could another person build this? Probably. But I think the best thing to do is to not focus on just that. And just only one person could build this whole set. It goes on like this. Yeah, so he just rests. He just sits right on there with those technicals like that. So now it looks like he's grabbing onto the log, and yeah, it feels pretty sturdy. I mean, it's a little rocky, but you can easily remove him. Dude, that looks painful, doesn't it? Sticking in the bottom of his feet. There you go. I don't know, it just feels like he's ready to fall down here, but I don't know, it's just kind of really unstable. Alright, now it looks like we're building some kind of a flower. So you got a little bit of botanicals in here. Hey, at least I keep these real, folks. I'm not here lying to you. I mean, at the beginning it started off slow. It was kind of boring, but now we're getting to some colorful stuff here. And yeah, you're going to have to make 8 of those. Isn't that fun? Alright, so here we go. We've done this in a bunch of other sets. So let me build one real quick. So that's how they go together. And like that. So what I'm going to do is just build the rest of them real quick just to get them out of the way. Just start slapping parts together here. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of just not really into animal builds all that much. And you know, building like a house or something's always fun. I know we do a lot of those. Well, we don't do them a lot in sets anymore. It's like this is going to take a lot of time here, and I got 14 minutes, so guess what I will have to do? Switch memory cards because this is going to take up most of my time here. But it's not a bad build if you're into animal figures, but I feel like I did a polybag set of something a lot smaller than this. It had more color than this set does, to be honest. I've got to rotate that one around. We're only halfway done with the petals too for the flower. Yeah, so it's starting to, I mean, it's an average Lego creator set at this point. I have not seen any houses or cars or anything built with these. And before somebody says, well, Jay, the Lego creator doesn't do that. They used to a long time ago. And I just feel like I'm building the same old animal figures, like I'm building a bird or a wolf or something. It's just, it gets kind of exhausting after a while. So when I do the review, that's what I'm going to mention now. If I'm not interested in this set, does it get a failing grade? No. That's just personal preference. Some people want to know how I feel about it. And so far, it's, like I said, it's not a bad set. It's just not really my interest. When I sign up for a creator, I'm, just only assuming that I'm going to get a house or a car to build. Some of them will have like a house. Like there was one that I remember doing called the Lighthouse, and there was a lot of other things with it. It came with a light brick and stuff, and those were really fun to do. Unfortunately, that was way before I really got into doing these complete build installments. Maybe one day we'll revisit some of the older creator sets. Some of you have mentioned you'd like to see that. We may do that. And just get going on that there. Usually give you an extra clip, but this time they didn't even do that. And then now we got to stick them on here. They go one on each ring. It doesn't really matter, I guess. So we're going to try to keep these like the way they are. Get the higher portion on the top there. Once I get this one filmed, that's it. I'm going to focus on editing videos and just getting them done here. The review on this one is real easy. I'm going to throw it on the turntable, do a 360 spin and review. So if you're watching, this is the first time you watch it, you get the full flavor. If you're on the main channel, obviously you've probably already seen the regular video of it. There you go. Oh, there's a hot dog that hangs out of the back. And that goes right in here. And you know what? It's easier if we take the bird off. It shows them with it on, but it'd be a lot easier doing it like this. Okay. I think the reason why they do that because this is going to get kind of heavy. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, now it looks like we're doing the little watermelon slice for the toucan. Well, that's if I can find the inverted pieces, huh? Okay, I've never seen that part in that color before, so that's new in that coral color. So we're getting some unique pieces in here. It's not something boring now. At least we're doing colors. Yes, I'm a full-grown man and I like having colors. I don't want to have too boring white and black. Alright, so that's part of the thing so far. And so they're using these here to attach some seeds to them. So stick that in there. So you got your watermelon seeds. I tried growing watermelon one time and they didn't come out very well. I did do yellow squash, and boy, that stuff really grew. But out here, where I live at, used to be old farmland, and the nutrients in the ground is lacking, so you really can't even grow anything decent anymore. But I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. It's just the building of the black and white stuff was kind of your typical garden variety animal, brick built animal figure. I'll let that be known in the review. We have, looks like one of each piece. And of course this goes in his mouth, so you shove it in there. So it's like, here, eat this. So it just sits in here like this. And he just clamps onto it like that. Okay. Of course he'll sit on his perch. If I can get it in there, there we go. And that's it. So I would say this set gets a 9. Just basically, just no brick separator with it. I might be able to do the whole review right now if I played my cards right. And that's what we have remaining here. And you know, I don't even need a turntable for it. I can just turn it with my hands, would be a lot better instead of have to fight the turntable. So let's get everything set up here for Toucan Sam, or whatever you want to call him. You can call it the Watermelon Bandit. And that's essentially what he is there. And I mean, it's an interesting brick built figure, but just the starting out of this was pretty boring. So I think what I'm going to do, since I'm limited on memory card space, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into my thought, or the tour of my thoughts, but it's already set up, so I think that's it. Let's just do that. Here's the Tropical Toucan all assembled, and it's a very interesting animal, but honestly, it looks more like your typical brick-built bird than anything else. And so here we have the wings. These do move, the tail wing moves. But one thing I like about this, it does remove from the base. He just detaches. It's got a couple holes on the bottom, and you can put him back on if desired. He just sit on there. And it's got a watermelon. This does come out. And you got a little flower here. That wasn't too bad to put together there. And that's essentially what it is. Just put that down there for more weight. Is a Tropical Toucan with a watermelon. And it's honestly not a bad build once it's finished. But was I interested in the build? Let's start with my build experience. And when I unboxed the set, it looked pretty fun until I started building bag 1, and it's just black and white. Bags 1 and 2 are mostly focused on the body and the wings, and it's black and white. You don't get to any color till the 3rd bag. It looks colorful now, but at the beginning, I was starting to lose interest in the build almost immediately, just because it was black and white, just your typical Lego Creator bird figure. It's just, I thought the box made it look fun, but no, this wasn't too much, you know. Build quality just seems average. Like this thing here could fall out. This just feels kind of loose. This flower will pop off from time to time. Be careful with that. It's a lot of things that could just flake off. This is just a smaller set quality type build. It's just not really meant to be roughhoused with. Which leads to play value. This is just meant to be a display piece, a shelf queen, nothing more. So if you're interested in building bird figures, here you go. This is a good addition to your collection. But for me, this set just wasn't that interesting in terms of, you know, is it something that stands out from the rest of the Lego Creator sets? Not too much. I mean, it looks cool now, but yeah, I just wasn't too pleased with this one. And even the play value, there's not a whole lot with it. So this is just meant to be eye candy. So my final score in the set, even though if I'm not interested in it, it's a 9. The instructions were easy to follow. The set was packed okay, with the exception of this piece floating at the bottom. I just couldn't get in this one. But the one thing I'm dinging off on this set is a lack of a brick separator, especially for a Creator 3-in-1 set. You are messing with some smaller pieces. And if you have a brick separator, make sure you keep it on hand. You may need it for this. If you don't have one, well, it may be a little bit of a challenge if you need to take off a part or two. But for the most part, the finished product does look nice. It is what the box says it is. It's just a Tropical Toucan. But for me, I have to say if I were to buy this set, I would pass up on it now, knowing that it's not really a bright, colorful build when you're building it. Mostly just black and white pieces at the beginning. So this one here, I'd say it's probably a bust for me. But tell me what you think about this set in the comments.